The game's future stars are on display as minor league
자,
baseball
이상훈
comes your
시즌
way on
7승
the
도전
Tonight
갑니다.
it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Arkansas Travelers and the Midland Rockhounds. Lee, a Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, was he super good in his last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
Coming to the plate now, Cesar Rtts.
오, 좋아.
Splits
정면.
between April and May, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Now the pitch.
Batting second, the right fielder.
Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
The next 0-2.
그렇지.
But called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Count now a ball and a strike. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. 2-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Hit
나이스.
back up the
유격수
middle.
좋아.
He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning.
오, 한 점 내준 거 고맙고.
Standing in, Brian Mundell. And you can see great numbers over the past few games. Grounder down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 delivery. A swing and a ground ball to third.
많이 찍혔죠?
Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Ready now, Jared Kelenic comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Back up the middle. Reined in.
좋아요.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Into the box now, Cal Raleigh. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Fastball in there for a called strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
아, 안 나오네.
Time, and it's 1-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch.
그렇지.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side.
한 점 내준 건 고맙긴 한데, 아, 더 내야 되는데.
And they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Definitely well hit, but the leadoff man's retired to start the third.
The designated hitter.
Drew Irvin comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
So digging in now, Derek O'Hara looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. No balls and a strike to count. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
근데 상대팀 투수도 잘 던지네.
Digging in to try it again. Cesar Rtts. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. Swinging a ball
뭐야.
lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Luis Liberato goes down to become the first out here in the
야생마
fourth.
좋아요.
Into the box, Gary Keane, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the
좋고.
knees at strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this
오,
one.
좋아.
Fly ball out to straightaway left.
좌익수 쪽이라
Gonzalez
이루
is right there
저
as
못
he'll
뛰죠.
put it away without much problem for the second out. Striding in once again, Brian Mundell, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second
빠르게
with a base
몸쪽으로
hit into
저렇게
the outfield.
쏘아붙이니까 못 치네.
Popped him up.
나이스 좋아요.
Number 45 waits on it.
나이스.
And that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Jared Kelenic. In there, and it's 0-1. Lifted down the line in left.
나가.
Left fielder is on the move, but he won't get
오,
there. It
2루탄 안
falls
됐네.
in.
다행이다.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Cal Raleigh will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 1-1 to count. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Kelenic on at first, nobody out. And he misses again, ball 3. Skied in the air
오,
to
다행이다.
straightaway left. Gonzalez will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gonzalez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. To the plate now is the designated hitter. Drew Irvin comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Can't waste getting a leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
나이스. 중견수 잡아라. 멍청이. 아니 왜 슬라이딩을 해? 그냥 가만히 있었으면은 그래도 홈까지 못 들어온 건데. 아 이거 수비 때문에.
Derek O'Hara as he takes a cold strike on the black. It's 0-1.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time.
그렇지.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it.
아 이제 한 점밖에 못 내냐.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner.
중견수놈 때문에 아 이거 하나
This will be
날렸네.
foul. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far,
그렇지.
attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Got him to go down swinging there. Cesar Rtts is retired to kick off the inning. In now, Luis Liberato.
The batter.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there.
나이스.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Now at the plate, Gary Keane. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right
저걸
now.
안타
Boy,
만들어?
this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Stepping in now, Brian Mundell, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
나이스.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Diaz is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. So striding in,
한
Jerry
점은
Kelman,
내줘야 되는데.
a hit in 2 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded up the first
나이스, 이루스
baseline.
좋아.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Stepping into the box, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Chopper down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Joe Rizzo. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Well out in front of the breaking ball
7회
there for a
말에는
strike.
점수 내줘야 되는데.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
그렇지.
Ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1-2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied
먹혔죠?
in the air to straightaway left.
좋아.
Gonzalez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
오, 2대1 좋아. 한 해만 버텨다오. 어? 아, 어이없네. 아, 어떻게 3루타를 맞냐? 아, 이 개투들 진짜 못쓰겠네. 근데 언제 끝나니? 아이고, 결국 실점하네. 와, 이겼어?
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the opener. Logan Gilbert gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
아, 근데 진짜 앞 경기 너무 어처구니가 없다.
Stepping into the box, Cesar Izturis.
야, 1실점했는데 승리 투수가 못 되다니. 그 중견수가 다이빙 캐치 시도만 안 했어도. 이번에도 또 타선 지원 없는 거 아니야?
Standing in, Joe Rizzo.
Batting second, the third baseman.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
7승 성공한 줄 알았는데 딱 7회 말에 팀에서 점수 내고 나서 와, 원아웃까지 하고 어떻게 3루타를 맞지? 와, 신기하네 진짜.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this
나이스
pitcher might
떴어요.
throw him another one.
네가 잡아.
Drifting toward the left side of the infield.
아니.
Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
아, 이 수비수애들 어이없네. 저희가 내려와서 잡을 듯이 하더니.
team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Hit back toward the mound.
경찰. 아, 5점 투아웃이구나.
Throw the
나이스.
first will get him easily, and the side is retired. We've played an inning, still nothing.
아, 또 점수 못 내네 이것들.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the outfielder, Jared
저기
Kelnick.
볼이야.
1 ball, no strikes the count. A ball and a strike now. Fastball well outside.
나이스.
Grounded to short.
유격수 빨리 던져.
And no chance on the throw
수비
here
노답이다.
as he reaches first easily.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield
그렇지.
singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Now he extends
야,
nicely, and this ball
위험했다.
driven to right field and deep. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the
쟤또 주력
warning
빠른
track
애여서
for the second out of the
놓쳤으면
inning.
저거 홈까지는 아니어도 어쨌든
Set to get his
3루까지
evening
충분히
at the
간다.
plate started. Derek O'Hara batting just a
어,
notch
몸
below
좀 후하게
300 so
잡아주네.
far on the season. 0-1, here's the pitch.
1-1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball
그렇지.
at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
좋아.
Krizan will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning.
오, 좋아. 한 점. 아,
Bottom of the third now.
불펜
And
애들이
next it'll be the outfielder.
못 났기 때문에 아,
Fastball
9점은
taken,
내줘야
but that gets
되는데.
the zone for a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch.
그렇지.
But if he wants to
중견수.
get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little
좋아.
bit closer to the strike zone.
Calabwig patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Digging in, Cesar Izturis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Joe Rizzo is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a
좋아요.
count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
오,
That's
좋아.
lifted the other way out to left.
나이스.
Reed will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Keane. He'll look to bounce back after striking
빠르다.
out his last time up. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Ready with the 0-1.
그렇지.
Late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks in. Even if you
나이스.
do that,
가볍게
it's a
이성을
tough-
잡아서 1루에. 야, 근데 애들 다
First in
이렇게
plenty of
주력이
time, and the side
빨라지네.
is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors. Striding into the box, Brian Mundell. Tied him up there as this is
그렇지.
softly hit
유수.
down the line.
좋아.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now at the plate, Jared Kelnick.
Now batting, center fielder.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Runs up and gets this one down.
3루수.
Throw
오,
to first is
아슬아슬했다.
in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out. Stepping in, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's in.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the
그렇지.
lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch.
잡어.
You could tell
아,
he
1루 수확할
jelly-legged
수
him at the plate a
없는
little bit.
거인가?
Froze him, but just missed the zone.
Hit on the ground out for
아,
short. And that's through for a
완전
hit.
볼이었는데 이게 또 3루간 빠져나가네.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Standing in now, Drew Irvin, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
오,
Swing
97마일까지
and a
나.
miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately.
아니, 왜 안 잡아줘 이걸
And then get him
심판.
out with pitches away.
That
Oh.
misses, and it's going to set up 3-2.
Well, this has been
Looking
그래.
at a fastball to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors in a minute.
아휴, 진짜 무능한 놈들.
Settling in now, Derek O'Hara. He flew out in his last at bat.
한 점 낸 게 용하다
Starting with a
진짜.
fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Swinging a ball line down in the left
Oh.
field corner, but this is foul near the seats. Grounded back up the middle,
이루수. 좋아.
and that's the first out. At the plate, Rafael Ozuna. He's 0 for 1 thus far,
Off the plate, ball one.
and this is taken outside for ball one.
That's a
Perhaps a
ball.
little low there. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging
잡어.
at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's
뭐하냐
getting
쟤.
the barrel to it. He's
아,
been
이거
hot
어이가
lately.
없네.
Around second, he's on his way to third, and he's safe.
Well, we've been waiting
잡는
for an
신용은
opportunity
왜 하는
like
거야?
this since the
아,
game
진짜 어이가
started.
없네.
One out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now
아,
is to get him home.
얘
Cesar
고의사고
Torres
내보내.
stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball.
아,
It's 1-0.
진짜 우리
Well, they miss with the
아,
first one,
수비
but then they
체크하는데 왜
decide
이렇게
let's go
많아,
ahead and
진짜.
put him aboard here, and they'll do just that as you see the signal from
2루
to second
빨리.
for one.
오,
Turn throw
다행이다
is
야.
in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the.
오, 좋아. 3대0.
Digging in once again, Gary Keane. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. High and deep down the left field line. Long run for the left fielder, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Pops this one up. Diaz
그렇지.
has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brian Mundell. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the
몸쪽으로
ballgame.
적극적으로
Strike
들어가니까.
one to start the at-bat. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
One strike.
Curveball
그렇지.
grounded towards second. He's got it. In
나이스.
time to first, and there are two away. Now at the plate, Jared Kelnick. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
방망이
Ball started to
돌았고.
go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. And it's fouled away. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
That was some
아,
great
이
situational hitting
미션
there
먹었어야
after
되는데.
surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make the play as he sprays
왜
it down the
갑자기
left field
흔들리냐?
line for a two-bagger.
He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now the 2-1 takes a
그렇지.
pass and misses. That's strike two.
2-2.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with two away.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you
나이스.
do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
좋아.
And
어,
nothing
이렇게
will come of
승부가
the
늦어.
two-out double as the inning is over.
Play ball. Full four. Take the base.
내가 봤을 때
In now,
7회까지만 던질
Drew
것
Irvin.
같다.
He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the seventh.
진짜 잡아라.
Flared off to the right side. Krizan is in a
슬라이딩만
few
하지 마.
steps as he
제발.
takes it for the
슬라이딩
first down.
캐치하지 마.
Into the box, Derek O'Hara. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Liner towards second.
와. 굿샷.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Now batting, Rafael Ozuna. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
2 out, nobody on.
아.
That misses, says the home plate. 1-2.
몸쪽 하나 일로
Where it
찔러자.
misses, I'm not quite sure. And a good
그렇지.
fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over.
오, 계속 던져? 체력
Back to
없는데?
the top of the lineup, stepping in, Cesar Torres. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. 0-1 the count. Swinging a soft
나이스.
liner.
이루스.
It's
그렇지.
flagged
빨리
down
던져.
deep in the hole.
오.
Throw in
얘네
time at first.
발 빠른 애들이
A
너무
nice
많아.
play in short right for the first out. First pitch on its way. This is line to left, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going.
아니 그냥
Diving
잡았으면 되는
effort
거
as
왜
it's off his glove.
슬라이딩을 하냐고
And no chance
멍청아
at a
저.
recovery here as
아, 저
despite a great
유격수
effort
진짜
that
도움
time,
안
they
되네.
won't get an out on the play. Skipper out of the dugout.
오, 다행이다. 잘 막았어.
Ball 4, take the base. 3 out. You're out. 3.
나이스. 7승 성공합니다.
Yeah, that's what you
이상훈.
want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right.
Organization are business for a big.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the
자,
Double-A
이상훈
Texas
시즌
League.
8승
Tonight,
도전
the opener
갑니다.
of 3. Lee will be on the mound for
9
the
경기
series
나서 7승
opener.
1패.
Dan, any thoughts?
방어
Well, this guy
1.28.
certainly
사실
could be one
타선
of
지원이
those
없어서
horses for
그렇지.
courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home.
지금
Take
이미
a look at
9승
those
갔어야 돼.
home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. First offering on its way. Corey Jones comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees.
좋아.
Reed is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
1-1.
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
1-2 the count.
Just hung in there on that one. The 1-2. Started to go
나이스.
around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side.
아, 팀 또 타선 침묵 시작되나?
Digging in now, Colton Shaver. They'll get us started in the top of the second. In there, no balls and a strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Two
19세기로 끝내.
mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch
와.
up to. I wouldn't be
오,
shocked
다행이다.
if he came right at him again
야,
with another good one.
좋아.
Well, this will be
1,
taken
2간
in
빠지
at
않다는
second
줄
base.
알았네.
Good positioning for the first out. First pitch coming. Here it is. Anibal Sierra comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. That softly hit to
떴죠?
right. Will that get down? Mushing
Nice.
over to his left. 2 down. Striding into the box, Drew Ferguson. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. 0-1 the count. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Digging in, Tristan Gray. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
왜 볼이야
That
저게?
looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the
떴다.
hit column,
아,
getting a call
뛰어.
like that to go your way can feel like
아,
a
이
big
팀
victory.
진짜 수비수들 마음에 안 드네. 점수도 못 내고 수비도
Flipped out the
별로고.
other way toward short. And 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Chucky Robinson. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
On to first, and there are 2 down. So digging in now, Michael Papierski. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in. 1-0 the count.
1 ball,
pitch.
no strike. Here, what?
Great job of doubling up with the fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Krizan is under it, and he makes the
타자들만
catch for
잘해주면
out number
되는데.
3.
아니 1승 5패짜리 투수한테 저렇게
Ready to
고전한다고?
deliver. Here's the first pitch. Brian De La Cruz will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Lifted in the air to center.
좋고.
Calabwig is there, and he has it for the first out. First delivery to him on the way. Corey Jolks is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
그렇지. 찍혔죠? 팔 던져.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired.
아휴. 안타를 치고도 못 나가네.
First pitch coming, here it is.
호골로 나가고.
Now a swing and a weak little line
그렇지.
drive over to first. But an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning. Now the pitch. Anibal Sierra will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count
나이스.
is so low. If they
지켜맞았죠?
keep swinging on the first
좋아.
pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
And quickly there are 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drew Ferguson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike
아니
1.
5회인데 아직도 점수를 못 내.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all
야,
of his.
Well, the
좋아.
first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side.
야, 진짜
Top
팽팽한
half of the
대결이다.
6th about to get started, and set to go is the second baseman, Tristan Gray. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That evens it up 1-1. And the pitch. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase.
어?
In there for extra bases, and there goes the perfect game.
우이스 저거.
And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Yeah, and after that one, it looks like
아니,
the first
잡는
run of
척을
the
왜
game
하는
could be
거야?
coming pretty soon. He got a pitch that he liked, and he roped it to the outfield. Then he showed the
저런
speed
더블
necessary
A에
to make it all the
감정시켜야지.
way around to third.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So striding forward now, Michael Papierski. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Papierski could end up as an all-star this year, but it's not a lock at this point. He enters the day 3rd in voting among first basemen.
나이스.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up
못
to a
들어온다.
manager's decision. You want to get in based
굿샷.
on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Now batting. Right
Ready for another chance? Brian De La Cruz, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 offering.
1-1.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Swung
그렇지.
on and missed, and that's the final
오,
out of the
다행이다.
inning. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6. At the plate, Corey
야,
Jones.
그래도
And
점수를
guys,
먹네.
7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting
좋고.
pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all.
진짜
And they've
완벽한
trusted their
투수전이네.
defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself
문제는
behind
상대팀
0-2.
선발도 잘 던지고 있어.
Another one sent foul. Oh-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped up.
잡어.
And
그렇지.
there's out number 2. First offering on its way.
The batter.
Colton Shaver is in with 2 away as he takes a
왜 그래,
ball
막판에
1-0.
또.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
좋고.
Reed is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
야,
First pitch of the
구회까지
at-bat
가겠다,
on its
이러다.
way. Anibal Sierra is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And that's inside
아니
off the plate with the
8회까지
fastball. It's
무실점이면
1-1.
엄청난 거 아니야? 투구수도
1-2 now as that
80개가
one's
안
fouled off.
되네.
And the pitch. Hard hit at
그렇지.
third. He's got it. Throw
좋아.
on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. First delivery to him on the way.
Now batting.
Drew Ferguson is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. In for strike 2. And this
그렇지.
is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Stepping
이상훈
in,
진짜
Tristan
최상의
Graham. He made it to third on a
최고의
triple in his
피칭을 하고
previous
있는데, 야
appearance. And he
이렇게
takes a pitch
타선
that's
지원이
ruled
없나?
a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get... Now the 1-2. Grounded to short.
좋아.
On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over.
아, 참. 와, 진짜 어이가 없다. 아, 이 팀 뭐야 도대체? 8회까지 무실점 호투했는데 세상에. 언제 끝날래나 이거? 끝이 없는데? 아 진짜 무능력한 팀이네 이 팀. 아 결국 실점 당하네. 야 이것도 어떻게 한 점도 못 내냐. 야 근데 팀은 선두네요. 3경기 차이로. 올스타 득표 부분 그래도 이상훈이 1위네요. 다승부는 그래도 이상훈이 선두입니다. 아 오늘 원래 9승 찍었어야 되는데 2경기 다, 아니 한 번은 7이닝 한 번은 8이닝까지 무실점 호투했는데도 승리를 못 거뒀어요. 와 이건 진짜 말이 안 된다. 자 보면 맹덴 활약 좀 하는데, 아 이상훈도 진짜 잘 던지고 있는데 팀 타선 도움을 못 받아서 그렇지 그래도 피칭 내용은 굉장히 좋으니까 페이스 좋다고 보면 될 것 같습니다. 한 명 로테이션 제꼈네요. 그리고 트리플 A 애들도 이미 다 제꼈어. 그래서 뭐 맹덴이야 워낙 잘하니까 트리플 A 불펜이랑 요 피어스 얘네들 아직 상반기니까 하반기 때 따라잡을 수 있을지 않을까 싶습니다. 자 MLB 더 쇼 20 로드 투 더 쇼 야생마 이상훈 키우기 오늘 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.